कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु
चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत
वैतानराज
गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण, dear devotees. So today is Wednesday. It is 24th of April. It is Vaishakha Masa or Madhusudana Masa. It is new month is starting, new Vaishnava month, and today's first day, Pratipati. There are no other Vaishnavas today, so we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami, so he has answered for the two questions that Parikshit Maharaj has asked. What is the general duty of a person who is about to die, and what is the duty of the people in general when they are living? And then Sukadeva Goswami answered, so people who are about to die, they have to leave the home and then completely meditate on the Lord in his four-handed form, absorbed in the consciousness of the Lord. And then likewise, he has to transcend all the material modes of nature and elevate himself and crossing this material world and enter into the supreme abode. That is, if for a person who is about to die, who knows that his death is imminent, so he has to live like that and renounce his body. And for people in general, so Sukadeva Goswami mentioned that if he has got many desires, he can worship so many other demigods, but ultimately, if he doesn't have any desires, and ultimately for if he has got desires, moksha desire, or um, and he doesn't have anything else, then he has to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And that can happen only through the devotees association, through the proper knowledge. So, whatever the knowledge which brings the person unto the Krishna consciousness, that is free from all the material modes of nature, transcendental, which is complete satisfaction to the heart, and it is accepted by all the transcendentalists. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami has answered to the two questions. So Jnanam yada pratinivritta gunormi chakram atma prasada utetra guneshu asangaha kaivalya sammata patastu ata bhakti yogaha ko niruto harikata suratim na kurya. Whoever is not attracted to, uh, who cannot be attracted to this Krishna Katha, to hear Krishna Katha, so such a, that is the process of bhakti yoga. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami concluded. And then today, so that is the inner conversation. Now, again, the conversation between Saunakadi sages and Sutta Goswami. So likewise, Sutta Goswami narrated to the Saunakadi sages about the inner conversation. Now, Saunaka sage is now asking Sutta Goswami. So after Sukadeva Goswami spoken these answers to Parikshit, and Parikshit Maharaj, he has heard all these things attentively, and then what else he has asked again. So can you please explain all these things? Because Sukadeva Goswami, he is a very good poetic, and he has got uh, Akunta Medasam, he knows everything, and complete knowledgeable, and also he recite very nicely in a poetic manner. Likewise, Saunakadi sage is asking what else Parikshit Maharaj has asked him. So likewise, we are in the second canto, chapter 3, verse number 13. Saunaka uvacha इति अभिव्याहृतं राजा निशम्य भरतर्षभः किमन्यत् पृष्टवान् भूयो वैयासकिं ऋषिं कविम्. iti abhivyahrutam raja. Iti abhivyahrutam. So in this way, Sukadeva Goswami has explained to Raja, to the Parikshit Maharaj, Nishamya Bharatarshabha. And after hearing this, all these narrations spoken by Parikshit, what else? Bharatarshabha, Maharaja Parikshit, Kimanyat Prushtavan Bhoyo, and what else? What more? Prushtavan, and he has inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, Prushtavan Bhoyo again. Kimanyat Prushtavan Bhoyo, Vyasakim Rushim Kabim, Vyasakim. Sukadeva Goswami is the son of Vyasadeva. Vyasakim Rushim Kabim, Rushim Kavim. He is well versed. He knows everything, all the knowledge. And Kavim is a very good poetic as well. Likewise, Saunakadi sages are asking, Saunaka sage is asking Sutu Goswami to narrate everything else, further conversations. इति अभिव्याहृतं राजा निशम्य भरतर्षभः किमन्यत् पृष्टवान् भूयो त्वयासकिं ऋषिं कविम्. So translation for this verse. Saunaka said, the son of Vyasadeva, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, was a highly learned sage and was able to describe things in a poetic manner. What did Maharaja Parikshit again inquire from him after hearing all that he has said? And purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request any devotees, unallocated devotees, to read this small purport? Today Usha Mataji is not available.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, shall I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
A pure devotee of the Lord automatically develops all godly qualities, and some of the prominent features of those qualities are as follows. For he is kind, peaceful, truthful, equitable, fruitless, magnanimous, mild, clean, non-possessive, a well-wisher to all, satisfied, surrendered to Krishna, without hankering, simple, fixed, and controlled, a balanced attire, sane, mannerly, prideless, brave, sympathetic, friendly, poetic, expert, and silent. Out of those, 26 prominent features of a devotee is described by Krishnadas Kaviraj in his Chaitanya Charitamrita. The qualification of being poetic is especially mentioned herein in relation to Sukdev Goswami. The presentation of Srimad Bhagavatam by his recitation is the highest poetic contribution. He was a self-realized, learned sage. In other words, he was a poet amongst the sages.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. So in this purport, Prabhupada is explaining all the 26 qualities of a prominent features of a devotee. So this is Krishna mentions, this is Abhayam Sattva Samsiddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi. दानं दमश यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायः तपार्जवम् अहिंसा सत्यम् अक्रोधः त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनं दया भूतेषु अलोलोक्तं मार्दवं ह्रीरचापलं तेजः क्षमा धृतिः शौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत. So these are the qualities of a Krishna's devotees. So Prabhupada also explained this very in detail in the Bhagavad Gita purport, 16th chapter, 26 qualifications, the first three verses of 16th chapter. Where, so out of these things, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also mentioning all these things out of the poetic is also is one of the beautiful verses, beautiful qualities. So where Sukadeva Goswami is reciting very beautifully presentation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, that makes everything. So whoever touches Srimad Bhagavatam, everyone will become a poet. So we see devotees, whatever the person he is, he always does some kind of glorification of the Lord in some way or other, chanting, singing, doing kirtan and bhajan and reciting. So he will become a very like learned sage once he is in the Krishna consciousness. Okay, that is from this purport and this verse as well. So that is what Savanaka sage is asking. Iti abhivyahrutam raja nishamya bharatarshavaha kimanyait prushtavan bhuyo vayasa kim rushim kavim. So that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So we shall quickly move into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter to, I'll take a big letter, maybe one of the big letters. So there are two big letters. So I'll take one of the big letter. So letter to Anil Grover. February 5th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request any devotees? It is a very large letter, so to book very quickly.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I read?
Maharaji, please.
My dear Shriman Anil Grover, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 2nd February 1970, sent through Shriman Vamandev. I am so glad to learn that you are an educated boy and coming to our temple and trying to understand our Krishna consciousness philosophy very seriously. This is a very good sign. Try to continue this attitude, and whenever there is some question, you are always welcome to put it before me, and I shall try my best to help you. My life is dedicated for this purpose, and you have no cause for hesitation. But the process of putting questions is service and submission. That is the injunction in Bhagavad Gita. Questions should be put before a person to whom you can submit yourself and to whom you can render some service also. That is the way of self realization. The Krishna consciousness movement has a basic philosophy in view, which is propagation of the ideal of one God, one religion, one God, one religion, one scripture, one hymn, and one human society. So far, we Indians are concerned, we are ordered to preach the philosophy of Krishna consciousness throughout the world after personally realizing what it is. This means that we have different types of limbs for different functions, but at the ultimate end, all the different limbs of the body cooperate for the maintenance of the whole body. Similarly, if we accept the human society as one, the different sections of human society may act differently for one purpose of growth and human civilization. You have said that you have come to this country for getting higher scientific education. That is very nice, but I think that Indians would have come to this country to give the people of this country higher education in spiritual knowledge. That would be the proper function of their section of the human society. If the people of this country have got higher technological and scientific education, they might go to India to teach them that part of knowledge, and Indians may come to teach them spiritual knowledge to maintain proper balance of the society. Both sides of educations are needed. If Western people are expert in technological knowledge, and if their natural tendency is to develop it, let them do it. But as far as we Indians are concerned, our people are naturally inclined for spiritual elevation. Therefore, even in these days when there is Kumbh Mela at Prayag or any other place, there is a particular function in some pilgrimage like Jagannath Puri, Vrindavan, Haridwar, etc. Millions of people gather without any advertising. So these natural tendencies should not be disturbed. But the people of a particular section of the world should develop their indigenous talent and then exchange with others. So the Western people may give us their product and we may give them our product. And by such exchanging policy, both of us may flourish in our civilized way of life. Yeah, unfortunately, in India at the present, our blind leaders are completely neglecting development of our indigenous talent. Therefore, India is in a position of adjustment. I have got practical experience that some of the Indian students in this country directly criticize this Krishna consciousness movement. So I'm very glad that you are giving some serious attention to this movement, and I wish may Krishna bless you for the further advancement. Now, coming to the point of questions, your first question is what I am. Is the body itself matter or spiritual soul or a combination of both? Answer: you are eternal servant of Krishna. Body is matter. The spirit soul is different from the body. It's not exactly combination, but is engagement. Engagement. Just like if you put oil in the water and the oil doesn't mix with the water, similarly soul doesn't mix with the material body. But due to our material consciousness, we are thinking that the moment of this body is moment of the soul. Therefore, when the body is destroyed, we think the soul is destroyed. That is stated in Bhagavad Gita, that soul doesn't die with the destruction of the body. With the destruction of one body, the soul transmigrates to another body. Thus, the bondage of material existence. Thus, the bondage of material existence. Therefore, to train the soul properly to revive its original consciousness or Krishna consciousness is real purpose of human life. Then, your second question: if the body is pure soul, then why it gets engaged with worldly matter? Oh. As explained above, the body is not the soul. It gets engaged with the worldly matter due to its vitiated consciousness. Just like some of us are thinking that I am American, I am Indian, it is due to vitiated consciousness. The real consciousness is that I am eternal servant of Krishna. Or it is just like a madman who thinks himself he is king or he is free to do whatever he likes and talks nonsense, but a sane man laughs at him. Our engagement in this matter is just like a madman's activities. When one is treated by the treatment of Krishna consciousness, he becomes relieved from all these designative engagements. When I feel as American or when I feel as Indian and act accordingly, that is the cause of all sorts of anxieties and frustrations. Krishna consciousness means to come to pure understanding that one is neither nor Indian nor American. He is eternal servant of Krishna and thus engages himself in rendering loving service to the Lord. This is the pure spiritual life. As long as he doesn't come to that standard, he is supposed to be materially contaminated. Krishna consciousness movement means to engage our sense in the service of the Lord, just opposed to the materialistic way of life wherein senses are engaged for sense gratification. Your third question is, as you have explained in two essays, that the body is covered by similarly, soul is covered by mind, intelligence, and false ego. If it is so, then who are mind, intelligence, and false ego? Who controls them? The soul controls the mind and intelligence. When he is designated, he controls the mind and intelligence in one way, but he is free from designation. He controls the mind and intelligence in another way. In other words, when the soul is designated, for example, as American or Indian, he controls the mind and intelligence in that direction and acts for that particular nation. Similarly, when he is free from designations and feels himself as the servant of Krishna, he controls his mind and intelligence for that purpose. That is to say, a soul is destined to use his mind and intelligence for rendering services to others because his original position is servant. A servant has to render service to some master. So, when he is designated condition life, he is in designated condition of life, he accepts somebody as a master, which is Maya. Maya is illusion. When a soul renders, therefore, service as an American or Indian or any other designation, he accepts Maya as his master because thinking oneself as an Indian or American is illusion. Therefore, one's perfect position of life is to render service to Krishna, and for that purpose, control the mind and intelligence. So the conclusion is in either of these status of life, the soul itself is the controller of the mind and intelligence. Fourth question: Where what where does the spiritual life lead us? How should people recognize whether we should take birth in our next life or no? Answer: Spiritual life leads us to original constitutional position free from all designations. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita as Brahma Bhutaha status. The Brahma Bhuta status means free from all anxieties without any hankering or lamentation. At that stage only one can think of universal brotherhood. And the stage next is to be engaged in pure Krishna consciousness and thus gradually be transferred to the spiritual world where there is eternal life full of bliss and knowledge. In other words, the spirit soul, when he is fully liberated from material contamination or designation, he no longer transmigrates to another material body after death. He is transferred to the spiritual world for eternal residence in one of the spiritual planets, such as Vaikuntha. The abode of Lord Krishna is the highest Vaikuntha planet known as Goloka Vrindavan. People must understand intelligently that they are transmigrating from one body to another at every moment. The body is dying at every moment, and the soul is transmigrating to another body at every moment. This is the medical fact. The blood corpuscles are changing at every moment, and new corpuscles are taking their place. The old order changes, yielding place to the new. This is going on continually. In this way, the soul is transmigrating from baby body to child body, from child to boy, from boy body to youth body, and the end, when the material body doesn't act very nicely, the soul has to take another material condition of body, giving up the present one. The body is changing, but the soul is there. Every one of us can remember our childhood or past body. That past body has no longer existing, but I am existing now, and I existed in the past. Therefore, I must exist in the future in spite of change of body. These things are nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita, and we should take advantage of this knowledge. Fifth question: To achieve the goal of Krishna, should we pass our life through matter to spiritual life or direct to spiritual life? The goal of Krishna can be achieved in a second if we simply accept the truth that we are eternal servant of Krishna. Although I am within this material body, I can immediately stop this material function simply by developing my Krishna consciousness, which means to accept that I am eternal servant of Krishna. Unfortunately, all the karmis, jnanis, and yogis are thinking of themselves in different degrees that they are not servants of Krishna. Therefore, it is stated in Bhagavad Gita that after many, many births of different activities under different concepts of life, when actually one becomes wise, he surrenders on to Krishna. Understanding Vasudev Lord Krishna is the cause of all causes. But such great soul accepting Krishna as superior master is very, very rarely to be found. Fortunately, by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, the Krishna consciousness revival is made very easy simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Therefore, I advise you to chant this sublime mantra: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and be happy in this life without any frustration, anxiety, worries, etc. As you have mentioned in the first part of your letter, this is practical and very easy to perform. Try it sincerely, and your life will be sublime. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. A very long letter.
Ah,
Any
yes.
take, Mataji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. In this letter, Prabhupada is talking to a neophyte student, I think, who has gone abroad to study, and this person, Anil Grover, he has got many questions which Prabhupada is answering one by one, and appreciating him that he is trying to understand Krishna consciousness philosophy and is coming to the temple. So Prabhupada is happy with him, and very pleasingly he is describing everything and encouraging him to ask questions, whatever is in his mind, to clarify. And he is Prabhupada is telling him, when he asks question, he should be submissive and surrender himself to whom he is asking, uh, to be humble when he is in front of Prabhupada. So he's explaining what Krishna consciousness movement is and what are the philosophies, uh, and uh, and describing what I mean, what the soul is, how it transmigrates from one body to another, how it should be taken uh, in the society, and he is Prabhupada is describing that people from India or come abroad to study higher education, but India has got the higher side. So the students are coming to get higher scientific education, but India has got higher spiritual education. So it should be exchange in between both the east and west, um, to maintain balance between the society, and both side of educations are important. um so many things to say, Prabhu, in this letter, but that's what I understand. One by one, Prabhupada is giving answer about who soul is, who I am, how, what is the function of the soul, how it controls mind, ego, and intelligence, like that. So, and Prabhupada is telling him that uh, some people, Indian people, they criticize Krishna consciousness movement, um, which is not nice, but he is happy that he is trying to seek advice, Krishna consciousness, how to follow things. That's what I understood, Prabhu. So many things in this letter.
Thank you so much, Mataji. It is very beautiful letter, very long one, and Prabhupada explained in a nutshell at the end, chanting Hare Krishna and be happy. So many people of India, they are trying to explain somewhere that this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, but they fail. For example, Prabhupada on the other day mentioning Gandhi he says that he follows Bhagavad Gita, but he never preached Bhagavad Gita and he never worshipped Krishna directly. And likewise, Tilak and Radha Krishna. These are the previous people, they have taken the knowledge and they never worshipped Krishna. So this is take Gita and kill Krishna, take Sita and kill Rama. This is the Ravana's mentality. So Prabhupada here just condemning all these such kind of things and also explaining about the soul and the nature of it. And we are so completely transcendental to this material nature, but so it can be revived through the Krishna consciousness moment. Okay, so Prabhupada finally asking, chant this sublime mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So in this, and be happy in this life without any frustrations, anxieties, and worries. You have somewhere or other, either we do it or we don't do it, our body is going to die on one day. And whatever is permanent, we have to focus on that one to take away which belongs to us. That is the wealth of devotion that only can come, which can be executed at the sleeping, while awake, while sleeping, even in the sushupti stage, or going out of this material world. Yadarhita um, Yadarhitamatmanam bhutendriya gunasayaihi Surupena mayopetam pasyan swarajyamrutyati. One has to attain that form to go to the Golok Vrindavana or Vaikuntha planets and enjoy with the Lord. That is the ultimate thing. So that is Prabhupada explained everything very beautifully. That is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Any bullet points way?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
I agree with you about the letter, how this letter is an amazing letter. He answers all of our questions, all the 5 questions that Anil Prabhu's asked. It's amazing, amazing letter. If we can go through it again and again, it gives us strength and understanding a lot clearer. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you for this. And thank you, Mataji. It's a long letter. You managed it beautifully. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. So, yes, Mataji has read very beautifully and explained it to all of us very nicely. Thank you, Mataji.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got Kirtan evening at 8:30 p.m. So I need some volunteers for leading the Kirtan. So dear devotees, if you are Srila Prabhuji is not available this evening to lead, if any devotees are available, kindly let me know now or later on.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I don't mind doing so.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for kindly accepting this service. Okay, and I don't have any further updates, dear devotees. If you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya krupasi
Kripasindhuevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavindaki jai. Srila Prabhuki jai.
Hare Krishna consciously, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.